Yeah.
Don't ask me. I'm not
Anyway,
You're staring things up here.
I can't help but notice, and neither can the people at home. Something's kind of weird about that blackout.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you let her explain?
Yes, Bordley, why don't you explain about the blackout and how you didn't even bother to change Jimmy's name on the board outside?
The manager.
I mean, that was, I don't know. The blackouts and, well, Jimmy, you know, kind of like went and changed the name on the board. That wasn't me, by the way.
Well,
but...
That was sad, but...
The blackout.
Alright, well, something's broken then. Anyway, the blackout, I mean, I think we did have some, people in, or some guests who had some ideas about things, and I don't know, maybe
Yes,
they'd like
of
to
course.
explain.
Alright, well, you
Yes,
better
I believe it
put
was
somebody in here to clear up your
Says
name, 'cause
Senor
you're looking mighty
Wheat.
suspicious.
Senor.
Yes, hi.
Yes.
Goodness.
I think you said you had a lot of ideas.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
a
gosh.
few-
This person's
Will.
being
Yeah, we have
boldly
a few
boring when it
things that
comes
went
to
over
being
with
able to
us.
solve this case. My goodness,
So I know
get
we
to the
spoke about
point.
originally, which we never got to talk about, where we were suspecting the manager. But putting two and two together, they're bringing up the
Why does
idea
everybody suspect my boss?
of him getting royalties. But we actually questioned our manager here, asking them if they would get any. And there's actually a statement in their contract, even though it was only went to 5 years, that they actually get nothing if Johnny were to die. But if Johnny were to fire them, then they would actually get a bonus. And so that brings together the motive of the manager to be almost completely dropped, because if he were to be fired, he would have received a compensational bonus. Also, when it comes to the lights, they told us that it was completely intentional. There was no hidden motive for them behind dropping the lights itself. They told us that everything went 100% as planned.
Indeed.
Yep.
So we
What are you
continued
talking about?
So we continued to question them. We wanted to know why they dropped the
I
lights.
mean-
What was going on?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, you know, you work for somebody for like a year and a half, and like they promise that they're going to shout you out, but then you never get you never get shouted out in any of the shows, like including this one. You know, Johnny promised me that like he was going to shout me out this show, so you know, I figured I'd just kind of like remind him, you know, that Tech Boardly works for him and like keeps everything running real smoothly. And then if I weren't here, it wouldn't be real smoothly, you know, that sort of thing. But once again, like
But isn't
little
that
flickering
also a
lights,
motive
that
for
doesn't
murder?
really kill somebody.
Like,
yeah,
don't kill people.
Actually, yeah,
It
actually
provide
does.
an
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yes. Thank you, Senor.
See,
we
that
very
was
much
my
appreciate
idea.
your we very much appreciate your input, Senor. Thank you. You may take a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why should I?
This is some
By
intense
the way,
ping
if
pong
I
action.
just joined
Providing
recently,
cover
you
for
can head
whomever
over into the
put
hallway
this-
to click the button that says theater, and that will
Completely.
change the word into
In this
movie.
tasty
That'll bring
concoction.
up the stream up here.
Well, Charlie can actually.
Yes, and
tell
you can also
he
follow
saw
on
me- he
Twitch
saw
to,
me,
participate in the
not
action
doing
going on.
that when the lights went out.
Highway.
Corroborate this. You guys remember where Bordley was at that time?
Wait, what was your question again? At what time when the lights went off?
When the lights went out, where was Bordley?
I was right next to them. We were in the back next to Fia. We were sitting in the back next to Fia, and they were on the laptop. And
Do
then
any
the
of you
lights
remember?
went out, and then,
Oh, they were right next to him.
The manager ran up
Return.
directly
That's
to
interesting.
us and was freaking out about the lights.
Oh, Agent,
going out.
you remembered
I was
something.
also
What did you
doing
remember?
that.
Like 20 minutes.
Yep, and they were also speaking with Polly.
Wish I did.
Johnny was there with me.
I was talking to Birdley. Yeah.
You have something to say?
Oh, you want me to bring that up, don't you?
Might be important.
Huh?
What up?
Okay,
closing in on
so
The screws are tightening.
so I was in the bedroom with Jimmy.
Uh-oh.
I was in the bedroom with Jimmy this
Not
time
like that.
around. Oh, not that?
Whoa, no, not with Polly.
Oh no, not like that. No, I'm sorry.
All right.
Like
Chuckles
my-
out of the way. Chuckles out of the
No, not
way.
like that.
Get finish your statement, little tiny one.
So while we were there, we figured out it's already been brought up, but Jimmy lost his.
All right, finish your
palm
chuckles,
leaf that
folks.
he
Finish your
apparently
chuckles.
grabbed at the beginning of the night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they asked. I said it's just it wasn't there when the blackout ended.
Johnny, Jimmy,
Jimmy.
Johnny, Jimmy. Sorry,
FK
your
Jimmy.
name is hard to
Yes.
remember. It's very long. All right. You serve this kind of drink, don't you?
Well, yeah, all the drinks look like that, except this one got a leaf in it.
And that's the leaf.
Yeah.
You put that leaf in there.
This
I know
looks a
it
lot
wasn't me,
like
I
a
didn't put it
palm
in.
leaf.
Oh,
All right.
Look, when you talk to Polly, I was able to talk uninterrupted with some of the people in here, and they had a good thought. And I asked them if they
Come on,
wanted to come
please.
up, but they said they were a little nervous. They think it could be the manager and Polly in on it together.
What? No.
Because Polly's desperate for money, and the manager's got access to Johnny's funds.
I'm not that desperate for money that it would kill the person whose avatar I made.
Again with accusing my
Of
boss.
course.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't pay
never
you.
paid.
Well,
Listen,
they didn't
this is
yet. No.
absurdity what I'm hearing here. We already know Polly was nowhere near this. It can't be him, and it can't be me. I'm the manager. I'm not going to kill
It
my
also can't be
best
me.
clients. Can't be Bordley either. Tony
It
was
also
too far
can't
away.
be him
Truck
because
was
he's not smart enough to pull something like this off.
Sure, you.
Jimmy.
Could kill him in order to not give the bonus.
Jimmy.
What?
So far, everybody's had an alibi.
Oh, but I wasn't there. I was gone.
Jimmy. Good gone where?
You could say that Jimmy was AFK.
We're in the bar. Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Won't even know it.
Jimmy.
Oh no! Hey, what if the leaves
no.
go into the freezing?
I guess AFK Jimmy really is AFK now.
Oh.
Jimmy has.
He's dead.
Give him CPR.
It's okay, Jimmy. Calm down.
Oh no.
And he's escaped. Well, great work, detective. You let the presumably the killer go free.
I don't know how you just let someone disappear like that.
Egads!
Oh no.
Oh my
I had
goodness!
nothing to do with this. How do we know he's not a ghost?
That's a good question. How could we make sure he's not a ghost? Ghosts aren't real, detective.
That's
Why
pretty
would he be a
suspicious,
ghost?
folks. I don't know about you, but I never seen somebody AFK and then despawn so fast.